I've started to write a book, and who knows if I'll ever finish it. Books take a long time to write, but I've started off by writing about 20 questions that I want to address in this book. I imagine the number of questions is going to increase as I work my way through this, but I'm just going to read out some of the questions that are going to be in this book. And during my live stream events, I am going to read little bits from my book, little thoughts, answers to questions. And I'm the kind of person that travels around quite a lot and goes and hosts alien contact events in different places. I have quite an interesting life. And when I'm doing something interesting, I'll do little live streams as well. I'm not going to set exact times when I'm going to do my live streams, but I'll probably be able to give people a short amount of notice, like today I gave about an hour's notice. Here are some of the questions that I'm intending to try and answer in my book. Question 1, why am I writing this book? Question 2, where did the universe come from? 3, where did the earth come from? 4, how did life on earth come into existence? 5, have species changed over time? 6, where did human beings come from? 7, is there a God? I've got my numbers mixed up here, but is there life after death? What can we say about ghosts? Is there life before life? What psychic or spiritual abilities do humans have? What do we know about UFOs and advanced non-human entities? How can we determine what is true and what isn't? Why are lies, dishonesty, disinformation, and misinformation such big problems? Should we trust science? Is climate change a significant problem? Are wars and nuclear weapons things that we should be concerned about? How can we determine what is morally right and morally wrong? What should human beings stop doing? What should humans do? Why is politics important? How can we achieve happiness and fulfillment? So those are just a few of the questions that I'm going to be answering. And these questions, I'm actually recording the questions and the answers, and I'm putting them into my Patreon group at the moment. But I thought I'd also read some of the questions and answers out here in my live streams. My first question is, why am I writing this book? Here's my answer. Humanity is experiencing a number of very serious human-inflicted problems. At the time of writing this sentence, 32 countries are at war, over 12,000 nuclear weapons are ready to be used, and climate change is continuing to accelerate our planet towards uninhabitability. Sexism, racism, nationalism, lookism, ableism, homophobia, speciesism, and many other forms of negative discrimination are causing huge amounts of pain and suffering on this planet. The darknesses of hatred and unkindness, inconsideration, intolerance, disrespectfulness, dishonesty, vengefulness, selfishness, greed, imposition, aggression, and violence are battling relentlessly against any kind of widespread peace on earth. And yet, most humans have within them such incredible beauty. The highest levels of kindness, consideration, caring, and love radiate from really good people in even the darkest corners of this planet. If the human species could only let go of its darknesses, our light would shine brightly enough to transcend dimensions of time and space. Our interactions with each other would become exhilaratingly harmonious. Our lives on this planet would become heavenly, and our relationships with the other species in the universe would flourish in ways that very few people on this planet have ever even contemplated. This book is a guide to achieving a heavenly and harmonious planet on which all conscious beings are cared about and loved. Some people are already there. We are growing in number. I invite you to join us. So that's my first question, my first answer. The next time I come on and do a live stream, I will go into the second question and answer: where did the universe come from? I want to let people know I don't think there's any reason why we can't live a life and have a planet that is how I just described it to be. If human beings could let go of their impulses and actions that are hostile and dark and negative, they're the ones that are aggressive, vengeful tendencies. If we could just stop criticizing people, if we could only try and contribute to the world in a positive way, in a loving, a kind, a caring, and a considerate way, then we really could be living in a heavenly place. Could you imagine what it would be like if we all genuinely cared about each other? You know, I sometimes think about how dogs react when they meet a new human, assuming it's not like a guard dog. You walk up to a dog in the street, or a dog walks up to you. They're so excited to meet you, to say hello to you, because you're another sentient being, you're a human being, and let's be nice, let's be happy that we're meeting another human being, or another mammal, perhaps. And wouldn't it be wonderful if human beings could act like that? Now, we couldn't do it in our world as it is today, because people would be suspicious of, whoa, why are you coming up and being all nice to me like that? That's not how people are, but it could be. We could be genuinely happy to be in the presence of other people. We could care about those other people. We could be empathic and sympathetic towards anybody on the planet. We could live our lives with unconditional love. So I'm just telling you a few things that are on my mind. And every time I do these little live streams, which I'm calling Acsended Living live streams, I'm going to talk a little bit about the possibilities, the positive possibilities. If anybody does want to learn more about what I have to say, and you don't want to wait until the next live stream, then I hope you will consider watching on this YouTube channel right now. First of all, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, but find the video entitled Video 1, Talking to Aliens. That's a good place to start. That'll tell you a little bit about who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it will tell you a lot about aliens. Okay, that's all that I wanted to say today. We're approaching 10 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope you have a good evening if you're in the US, and if you're in other parts of the world, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good afternoon. Thank you for watching. You all take care. Peace, love, and happiness to all of you. Goodbye.